Kara's just still getting ready. Bruce is back there sleeping. Justice. Say hi to everyone. There's Kara. What's up, guys? Let me just get the camera set up.
Is this in an okay spot, do you think, for...
I think it's in an okay spot. Right? Where's Bruce?
He's chilling.
He's chilling on the couch?
He's chill today.
He loves this thing. He carries around all day. It's his Steve.
Yeah.
It's his Steve.
Oh, boy. Oh, did you see that?
There's Bruce. And there's the tail. We don't even know what this live is about, guys.
We don't.
We gotta be
You don't
careful
think
with
of that,
Justice
big guy.
in your drink and the computer and his wiggliness. Easy. Easy.
Say hi as you enter the chat, friends, so we know who's here.
What we got here?
Sometimes people's handle names are different.
Jacqueline Rodriguez. I love the Corey family and the baby puppies, Bruce Wayne, Joey Justice. I look forward to every day to reading the shorts or the videos, everything. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining and watching. Edna, I love your dogs. Bruce, Justice. I have Pitt. She'll be 3 years old on July 5th. Nice. Well, happy birthday to her.
Should
What's
we
up,
slide this
Blazer?
over a little bit?
What's up?
Otherwise, they're just going to see like your head the whole time. So I wonder if we should just slide this unit here so you're like
Oh, okay.
in
You
front
can-
of the
yeah, you
camera
can slide
more.
it over. Just be careful. 'cause it
Otherwise,
comes
they're
quite
going to be
easy.
like looking at. Do it ever so slowly.
Keep
Just so
going.
we have a little better angle. You know what I mean? Kind of angle.
So I did the video everybody was requesting on working with Justice's Prey Drive. Everybody was like, ooh, do that video. I don't remember.
Oh, okay, good.
Where did I mention it?
Was it a live? Or no? A video?
I did it on my everyday off-leash carry video. Yeah, I think that's when I did it. Everybody wanted me to do it.
Yeah.
What did we do last week? A video on what?
We talked about not having kids
Oh,
and
yeah.
having dogs.
Yeah, and then everybody said do that video on that too. I think I mentioned it. So that's going up tomorrow, guys. So make sure you watch that. Justice up. Stop being all weird, bro.
Bruce and JJ are not on the same energy today.
No. Justice is high energy. Bruce is just like, dude, I just want to chill.
Bruce is like, get out of here with that, bro.
No.
You want to come down?
No. Go back over.
You're half and half, buddy. You're half and half right now.
Justice, sit.
Life. This is real life with Connie Corsos with 300 pounds. Bruce is half and half. Can y'all see that? He's like, I don't know if I want to be up or down, so we're just going to we're going to figure it out. I'm going to stay right here while I figure it out.
Justice, you do not unplug anything, bro. You don't unplug
Dad?
anything. Have a kiss, Bruce?
Dad, can I have kisses?
His kiss is all aggressive and Bruce is like all sweet and gentle. I don't trust him with that thing there. He's gonna like,
I know.
he's
These
gonna
Kazoo
disconnect me
Bears.
from you guys. And if we go blank, it's this guy's fault.
Yeah, it's his fault. Are you just chilling? You're totally content. Okay, he's Eeyoreing me.
He Eeyores everyone.
He just wants cuddles today.
Justice, lay down. Yeah, right there. Lay down. Come on, lay down.
The dogs tonight have a hot
Hey.
date with their mom at the Corey
Justice,
spa.
lay down.
They're both gonna get bathed tonight. Jason has a bunch of videos of me bathing the dogs and how I bathe the dogs. JJ loves his spa treatment in the bathtub. He looks forward to it.
I know. I was like, if we
Bruce
don't.
does too.
I was gonna say, I don't even have the lights on. It still looks good in here.
Oh gosh, you want me to turn them on or
Turn that one on, see what
just
happens.
that one? Okay. Bruce, I don't know where you're going. Okay.
If you guys are looking for this toy, check out turn it off. It looks better with it off. Check out the description box of this video and any of my YouTube videos, and there's a link to our Amazon store and it's in there. How does it look with this one on? Look better? I liked it with it. I gotta
Even
turn
better
it-
without.
I'm gonna turn it like 20%.
Bruce looks like a seal.
There we go. Yeah, I like it without.
Yeah, I do too.
I like it without. We'll go natty light.
Whoa.
He's crazy.
Now's your chance. Steal a show, Bruce. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we don't even know what this live's gonna be about. Who do we got in here?
Oh boy.
Okay, they can have it. They can have it. Want to come manage comments?
Yep.
And if you stand there,
Okay.
then they can't knock this
That's a big
undone.
job. Okay. Alrighty.
All right.
Alrighty.
What we got here?
Okay. Blazer 360. I love watching you guys. Your tips have helped me with my Cane Corso.
Speaking of Blazer.
Servius. I'm gonna say that wrong. I'm so sorry.
Speaking of Blazer, happy 420.
Happy 420.
Ghost just launched Joint, which is a joint supplement.
Yes, it's a joint supplement, which literally everyone needs. It's so funny because I think about it with the dogs. We're so particular about the dog's joint health and how we care for the dogs and taking care of their joints. But then I'm like, I don't do anything for my joint health. No, I don't like it. It's too much.
Let me do this with the computer. Okay, now they can't unlock it. Hopefully. Yep, this is our normal.
Okay.
So code Kara, ghostlifestyle.com.
Oh yeah, if you
get
want,
you 20% off.
If you want any ghost supplements, I got some information on my Instagram about it. Okay, everyone's just saying hello to us.
How's
Good
everybody's
morning.
Saturday going? We wanted to do a live outside,
Yeah.
playing with the dogs in the backyard. So we're gonna try that next week. It was super windy out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm talking too loud. I'm trying to talk over the dogs, but I have a lav mic on, so they probably can't hear it that loud anyways. Drop.
Master Beef wants to know how old are the dogs?
So, anyways, next week, sit down. We're done right now. Next week we'll probably do that if it's nice outside. So Bruce is 7, Justice is 2.5. You guys aren't getting it back for now.
Daniela, hi from Brazil. Kiara Whaley, I want to take my 10-week-old girl Maisie to obedience training. Is it too early to start at this age, 10 weeks old?
I mean, they're not really going to do like serious obedience training. Those puppy courses are more for just getting your dog used to like other puppies and that type of thing.
Socialized and such?
Yeah. You know, you shouldn't really be doing serious obedience work at 10 weeks old.
Okay. DeMarco McGee, my German Shepherd has a hard prey drive, so you'll like that video then.
Yeah, that's up tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Filmed by me, so let me know how I did. I feel so much pressure anytime I'm helping Jason film for his videos.
You should.
I do, because you do such a good, you're the expert, you're the pro here.
Sometimes I get lazy though.
El
You can see his
Montesant?
prey drive. He's literally staring at this toy.
Yeah, he wants that. Hi, I'm Luciana from Sao Paulo,
Justice, come here.
Paola, Brazil.
Justice, let's go.
I have two
Sit.
Cane Corsos, Luna and Isis, 1 year old. We love your sons. You are so blessed family. Thank you so much. Robert Skibana, love how Bruce is holding his own with Justice. Oh, he always does.
Yeah,
Bruce
Justice
did kinda-
Justice will make him lay down.
Yeah. Jason Pierce, hi both. How's Bruce after he almost died?
He's doing really good lately.
Yeah,
He's doing very, very good.
yeah. Very blessed,
Yeah,
that,
he's-
honestly.
He's moving super good. We just
Yeah.
went on a 3-mile walk yesterday, so he's a little slower today.
It's a little
but
slower today. That's one thing we've noticed. That's just like, doesn't really have anything to do with him almost dying, more so just
his
giant
back issues.
breed.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Jess M., when did Justice get out of his teenage phase?
He's still in it.
Is he in it?
He's still in it.
My hair was in his mouth and he was like licking it.
He's
Sorry,
still in
buddy.
his puppy stage. Jeez.
Yeah, he
This-
still has so much puppy in him. That was my hair, buddy.
I just keep looking on the camera. He looks funny.
I know, it's so silly to see him. Okay.
You can actually see his eyes now. He's got really thick eyebrows,
He does.
so it makes his eyes heavy.
Yeah.
And like, it wasn't until recently he started opening up his
and,
eyes
like,
more.
It's funny because now that he does open them, do you find he just like kind of like looks at us like,
Yeah.
oh, I can see them differently now. Mm-hmm. It's cute. Christina Greathouse, we're beginning to look into getting a second Cane Corso. Christina, good to see you here. She's my girl. She loves Buff Bunny.
Ooh, nice. I have a new puppy playlist, and like from the time we picked up Justice, meeting Bruce, I was vlogging every single day for 1 or 2 months. I can't
Yeah.
remember. So there's a ton of like how I was doing everything, getting them accustomed to
I
to
think
each
you
other,
should do a
building
link
the
to that
relationship.
specific playlist on your Instagram story because I've noticed that's a common theme between doing Joel's podcast this past
Oh
week.
yeah, we got to talk about that.
Then people in the gym. It seems like people, obviously they're fascinated with the breed, but something valuable that we have to share is that we've gone through it with introducing another dog and introducing them with a dog who wasn't, Bruce was almost 5 when we introduced Justice, and look how successful we were with this. So I think you have a ton of knowledge to share on that process and just information to give other people that quite honestly we didn't have. Like you had your ideas about how to introduce him, and it all worked very well. And according to Joel, who's an actual dog trainer, he basically said we did everything pretty textbook. We did everything.
So we were on the Beckman's podcast.
It was a lot of fun.
Joel Beckman's podcast. We talked about a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it went by so fast.
We talked about not having kids.
Which was the part I was supposed to be there for, and then I just kind of stayed the whole time. I don't know if I was supposed to, but I did. It was fun, right? And the dogs were there. They were chilling with us, too.
So we talked about that, not having kids. We talked about how I introduced Justice to Bruce, how we, raised them together, all the things. What else we talk about?
We talked about, let's see, we gave relationship advice. What else did we talk about? It was so conversational that it's almost hard to remember what we talked about because it just flowed so easily, kind of like we were talking to friends,
I know.
Really
so
nice.
check out Beckman's dog training YouTube channel. There's stuff for everyone there. He does a lot of work with aggressive dogs, reactive dogs, and he does Justice is cuddled between.
He's gonna
us,
hunker
I said.
down now.
He has real time videos with his clients, one-on-one working with their dogs that are reactive. He has a Doberman Prince, and Prince is Prince to him is like Bruce Wayne to me.
Yeah.
Prince is his dog.
Yeah.
He's this helper dog when he trains dogs.
We were talking about Joel getting a Cane Corso because Eric was wants him to.
Eric wants Joel to get a Cane Corso.
Yeah.
That podcast is up. Beckman's dog training, great video. He was a trainer at SeaWorld, him and his wife, where they trained orcas. So he understands animal behavior so well. It's
Yeah.
crazy. You're not really gonna find somebody more educated with working with animals than on YouTube than him. When it comes to dogs.
I guess
sure.
that's what I meant when he was impressed with us introducing Justice. Okay.
How many people we got in here? I'm gonna have to go on my phone and look.
Yeah. Paula Mittner,
Hopefully we get 10.
How do you get your dogs to drop so well? We're going back
is
a little
this
bit.
the thumbnail you guys saw? Because that's not the thumbnail that's showing on
Show
YouTube.
the camera.
I am showing the camera.
Okay.
It's a completely different one. I don't understand.
You're not showing it right?
I'll show them the one that's supposed to be. I'm curious because when I go to my YouTube here, it shows that. But when I go to my YouTube on my phone, it shows something else. So you have this, or if this opens someday, or do you have this one with me and Kara walking with the dogs? I know it's hard to see, but they're definitely completely different. Just curious if it's some weird, I don't understand what's going on.
How'd we get the dogs to drop so well?
Just make them drop. It's one of those things they have the toy in their mouth, and I'm playing tug of war with them. I just would tell them to drop, and if they didn't, I'd put my hand in their mouth and make them drop, and then they kind of start connecting. I did it with both of them.
Yep.
And they just start connecting the dots. Oh, they want me to drop.
And the tone of the voice is huge, so it's
Yep.
not like a cute little
Yeah, it's more deep,
dainty.
serious.
It's deep. It's concise. It's yeah.
Justice, people like you sitting there. Bruce is the elder. He gets to relax.
Oh, you guys can. I'm sandwiched
Justice,
between both
up.
of them right now.
Sit.
Oh,
Justice is you need me? He's a super responsive. Justice, sit.
Ralph Kaiser, just got my first Cane Corso. He's 12 weeks old and is starting to do basic training. These guys are so smart. It's
Sit.
so true. We were just talking
Sit.
about that
Stay.
with someone
Nope.
in the gym
Oh,
we met today,
stay.
Rob. He is an 11-month-old, and he was someone that had tons of dogs, he said, his whole life, and he could not believe how just inquisitive these dogs are and intelligent.
There's like a breed that's so different. Oh, I forgot to look how many people are in here.
That's what we were also talking to Joel about too, was just the difference with this breed and how
63.
human-like they are, and just
He's on my foot now.
it just feels different with this dog breed than any breed Jason and I have ever had, in terms of the connection, in terms of the communication between everyone. The example we gave was, we have a ceiling fan above us. I know you've probably told this story
No,
before,
no.
but it always cracks me up.
so
Like,
good.
Bruce was on the couch and Jason shut the ceiling fan off.
He's on the floor.
He was on the floor, and Bruce immediately like shot Jay a look, and then looked up at the fan, and then looked at Jason and looked up at the fan. And he did that like 3 times, and he's like, "Are you telling me to turn the fan back on?" And Jason turned the fan back on. He was like, yeah. And Bruce has done the same to me on the couch. If
you
either
want your spot.
A, he wants me to move because he wants to sit where I am, or B, sometimes like Bruce is very particular. We treat him like a king in this house, but like we always have blankets on our couch, as I'm sure you've seen. So if the blankets are kind of like crappy and like pulled down, Bruce will just stare at the couch, and even if I'm in the kitchen, he'll shoot me a look over the couch and like kind of motion his head. He will literally motion his head for me to come over to the couch to move something. So the point of all that was just that they are so smart, and the way they communicate, I've never seen another dog communicate
It's
the way that
crazy.
they do.
It's crazy. We got a member in here.
Oh,
Joseph
sweet.
Vaza? Is it Vaza, right? That's how you say it?
Vaza Voza? I don't
And
know.
look at-
That's so cool. I love how it looks when you're a member.
Yeah.
How cool. You guys have to become a member so you can have that cool little highlight there.
I think he just came in. Joseph, we're going to try hopefully do a live next week outside.
Cool.
It's too windy and crappy, and I'm feeling a
Yeah.
little bit under the weather.
We're
so.
hoping the weather just keeps getting better.
It was snowing here like 2 weeks ago. Whole first week of April it snowed, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just been rain.
No fun. No fun.
Okay. Motor Racer 171. I have a 1-year-old rescue I've had for 4 months now. He loves people when they come over, or I take him to someone's house, etc. But he often barks at people at the park when walking. Any ideas?
He's a guard dog and just kind of like alerting you. They alert you of a lot of things.
Yeah, some are more talkative than others.
Yep.
Manic Panic. Do Cane Corso puppies get more active? Took my pup to a soccer game for socialization. No interest in people or other dogs, just watches.
Could be his personality.
Yeah.
Every dog's different, you know. Some dogs, like Justice, is super high energy,
Yeah.
and just some are just more mellow, like Bruce. And that's kind of like what the video is about, the
Yeah.
Prey Drive video. You
Yeah.
can't change your dog's personality.
Right.
You know, it's about working with like their traits, what
Yeah.
they do.
Yep. Okay. Mark Fuller. I've got 2 blue Corsos, Tyson and Boss, 10-month-old and 11 blue Laguna Whippet. Okay. I'm just trying to read everyone's stuff too. Christina did say we purchased all your training when we
Well,
got
he's got
Gabriel.
3 dogs. That's a lot.
Oh, 3 dogs, yeah. Christina purchased all your training when they got Gabriel. It was wonderful, and she highly recommends all your training. Thank you.
And she didn't mean to make that sound like rude.
What do you mean?
You read about about his when he posted
Oh,
about his
no.
dog. It sounded like you were being a jerk.
No, I was
She
just.
did not mean that.
I'm trying to be the comment chat girl, so I'm just trying to stay in organized fashion. Last time we did a live, someone's question didn't get answered, and they got really upset about it. Like, some people get really upset thinking.
I can't answer. Guys, don't expect me to answer every one of your questions.
Yeah, we purposely don't ever do that, so that's why I was just trying to like.
Like the donation ones, I always make sure I answer, but we can't
Yeah.
answer like every single.
Okay. AR said, would you say American bullies are guard dogs?
I don't know much about American bullies.
No, neither. Blazer 360. I'm
Oh, it's
trying to
hot in
find a
here, isn't it?
female for Serbius, but I cannot afford to buy a female. I'm not sure where to go. Should I talk to a breeder if they know anyone interested in breeding?
I'm sorry, I was looking at Justice. He's being cute.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Well, he says he wants to find a female for his other dog, but he can't afford to buy a female. I'm not sure where to go. Should I talk to a breeder if they know anyone interested in breeding? So are you saying you're looking to breed your dog? Am I confused? Or?
I don't understand. But
Okay, yeah, I'm not sure if you're saying you're looking to buy a female or breed to produce a female. You can clarify. Oh, Britt C loves seeing you guys on Beckman's podcast. It was the ultimate crossover episode. Hope to see more of that. You guys are also great to listen to and learn
See,
from.
I like Joel. Like the reason I told, like, when did I show you the channel? Maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
And I'm like, this guy's like exactly like me. He says what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, and he's very direct. He's just very straightforward.
It was funny.
And I'm like a very straightforward person, where if somebody's like
Yeah.
touchy, sensitive, like
Yeah.
a little too, like, you know, they can take that the wrong way. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm just not going around this way. It's just
Yeah.
telling you straight.
Yeah.
And some people just find that like rude, or they get offended by it.
Yeah.
But that's how he is, and that's why I like him, his channel so much. A lot of good info on there. What were you saying?
I was just going to say the first time you played a video for me, we were driving home to Messina, and like you played a video and you're like, that's it, I just wanted to like show you his channel. I'm like, well, can we watch more? Because I really
that's
enjoyed
right.
it.
Yeah,
Remember, you
yeah.
were like, yeah, cool. Like, I like this guy a lot. And I actually I enjoyed his videos. I took a lot from them. And I also I saw the parallels immediately. And I'm like, these two are like long lost. Like, they needed to be connected in this world. Because I just feel like you guys had a lot in common. And also, I really appreciate just how many compliments he gave you. It's
No,
just
that's
really
very
nice to
It
like
was
see
honored.
someone give you so many kudos, because it's like all stuff I think anyways, but I know it hits different when it comes from someone else who's in the same space as you, right?
Off topic, your eyes look very pretty on that shirt. Sorry.
Oh, thank you,
They
babe.
match really well.
Oh, your eyes would look good in this shirt too.
Oh,
sorry.
so our last video, when did we do the last live? It was before we shot the Dogs Over Kids video.
Yeah, it was maybe 2 weeks ago.
Did you guys watch the having dogs over kids? And like we just kind of went into, because that's how actually the whole thing started with Joel getting on the podcast.
Yeah.
Because he DM'd me saying, he's like, I just did the podcast and he's like, I thought of you because I was saying you can't not have kids and be a good dog trainer. But then I second thought about it and I said, wait a second, Jason Corey's a really good dog trainer and he doesn't have kids. So as we started talking about that, then he had us in the podcast, and that's one thing we talked about. So did you guys watch that video? We could talk about it now.
Yeah, we could.
How's that taste, by the way?
I kind of want to like tilt the camera
Tilt
so they
the
can
camera
see
down more.
JJ's face.
Tilt it down more. I'll do it.
If I move, oh wait, he was on you too.
That's too much.
He's too black. You can't see him. Where's your face, you little velveteen rabbit? Okay. Yeah, we could talk about that too. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second.
Okay, cool.
Can I have a sip of this?
Of course you can.
Anytime we get new shakers, she never takes these off.
Oh, I took the other sticker off.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Oh, I scared him. He's like, what was that? Let me take the
I'm
sticker.
proud of you.
So, what do you want to talk about specifically from that?
You start. I'm drinking this.
Start with like why like dogs over kids?
Is this a joint?
No.
Oh, I thought it was joint.
No, I already drank my joint. That's
I did try that.
That's aminos and hydration.
Oh, that's wicked good.
I was feeling like dehydrated before my run,
Sorry,
so
we're getting off topic. It's alive. Whatever.
you're just here
We're
to
just-
hang out
we're
with
just hanging
us.
out with us.
You're getting a real life snapshot of what it's like sitting around with the Coreys. Long story short, why we didn't want to have kids? Is that what we're talking about?
You got a dog hair in your mouth.
I always do, literally.
Stop kissing them.
That or it's just
People
my.
think you have a mustache.
I was like that, or it's just my freaking mustache. Careers, health. Never was gung-ho. It was not something, I know a lot of women feel like when they grow up, they're like, I cannot wait to have babies. I had friends who were like that were just, could not wait to reproduce and have children, had that vision from a young age. And I was like, I don't feel that way, but maybe I'll get there someday. And I never did. I never felt strongly one way or the other. I was kind of like, I'll let Jason decide because I'm kind of good either way. Whatever, like if he wanted a kid, I'd be like, put a baby in me. If he didn't want a kid, I'd be like, okay, I'm good, but I definitely need to have dogs if not. And so we just never got there, and there is a biological clock, and so we kind of just decided between that and Jason's health, and we're both still at a place in our careers where we're still working towards things and we're not where we want to be at. And it's not to say you can't have kids and do it all, but the hard reality is it's tough and you have to prioritize your children, right? So for us, we're just comfortable with the way our lives are and wanted to, we didn't necessarily want to change that, to be honest with you. And for me being a woman, I don't know how you feel as a man and like wanting to take care of something, but I just touched on how taking care of these dogs fulfills that, maternal instinct in me, that motherly instinct to be a caretaker, because I am someone that I feel good when I take care of my family. And that's the other concept we talked about a lot, was that to be a family doesn't mean you have to have human children.
Yeah.
And we still get those comments a lot, like, you're not a family. Not a lot. Like, most people get the way we live our lives, but there's a lot of people that are like, no, you were put on this earth to have children. So I just don't, so that was kind of what our video was, and we talked about some of the differences and
in more details.
Yeah, you should check it out. I think it's a good video.
Yeah, I think it's a very, very good video.
I mean, it was honestly, we didn't have an outline. There wasn't a script. It wasn't like Jason and I were like, let's hit these main bullet points. We literally sat down and just had an honest, open conversation.
I told you she missed it. I'm like,
what?
Remember, I'm like, she never misses one. I didn't see her there.
Oh, Justina.
What's up, Justina? I'm like, I don't think Justina was at this one. This might be the first live she's ever missed.
She was at my Buff Bunny
She
live.
was, yep.
Yeah, she's awesome.
So we were talking about you after her live.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
I was like, Justina was my one of my gift card winners last month.
That's amazing. Is that Bruce?
Hey, Bruce, you waking up over here, Biggins?
I'm waking up a little bit.
He's like, I'm a little tired.
They're like, turn the camera. I need to see Bruce.
What's hawk leg? Do you know?
What's that?
Someone's asking, do you think exercise could help and treat hawk leg?
I don't know.
H-O-C-K. I'm not familiar with that term. Oh, sorry, JJ. This is your show.
Let's see what we doing. Justice, sit.
Royal ATF says, what was your biggest thing with reactivity? My Corso is 1 year old, and on walks past other dogs, his head on a swivel. His head's on a swivel. Oh, like you mean he's just always like swiveling? By the way, love you guys.
I mean, I wouldn't really say that's reactivity. Is he lunging, like trying to, is he staying in his heel, or is he actually like, trying to get over at the other dog? Because if so, he's just looking at it.
JJ's definitely a swivel head.
Yeah. I really wouldn't call that reactivity at all.
Yeah.
Now, if he's like pulling and lunging, that's a different story.
Right, right.
But what was the rest of the question?
That was it.
No, I didn't. Where is it so I can read it?
What was your biggest thing with reactivity? So.
If he sees another dog, because he was attacked as a puppy, not Bruce. Bruce isn't reactive. He will want to go after another dog versus like the other dog coming at him, because he's attacked like 3 different times, 4 different times, 5 different times, 4 times, 5 times, something like that.
Yeah, it was all with you.
Always another dog off leash.
Yeah.
He'd be on leash and another dog would be off leash. He never got hurt. The other dogs always got bit.
When they're young, it leaves
it leaves that like impression in them. Like,
those are formative years for a dog that really shape who they are.
Last time was 2 off-leash golden retrievers. We had these guys, were walking them on leash, and that was last October? No, it was like last August, September. I have a video up on it. That was the last time. Goldens must have had a death wish.
No, I know. What are they thinking? Okay, I saw a good question here. Luke Hasley, 20 over 50. I hear so many people saying, oh, I want to get one of these dogs. What do you say to the possible first-time parents to these dogs?
I tell people like how difficult it is. I make sure they know they didn't come like this.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of work
Yeah.
to get them like this. a lot of consistency, and it's not the obedience work that's hard for people. It's just people get complacent and they're not disciplined, and then they start breaking those like little patterns.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
and then the dog starts getting worse and worse.
Right.
So it's like you have to be super consistent for like life, not just like through puppyhood.
For sure.
You know,
I
let
remember
people know
Zoe
how
saying that to us when we picked up Bruce as a puppy. She was like, socializing, she's like,
Forever.
it's key in the beginning, but it's forever with this
Yeah,
breed. It should always be forever.
let them know they're not a cheap dog to take care of.
For
They're
sure.
very expensive to
Yeah,
care for
yep.
because they're so big. There's just a lot more work with a giant breed dog than even a big dog. It's like a lot more work with a giant breed dog than even a large dog. You know,
Yeah.
so, and definitely not for first-time dog owners. You know.
Yeah.
What else we got in there? Anything good? We don't think.
Oop.
That's that bottom one over there. Yeah.
Okay, am I at the bottom or no? Oh, no. Okay. Okay, Laser 360. His question was wanting to stud his Cane Corso and thinking of contacting a breeder. Okay.
I don't know.
mean, I don't think we
I'm not
know
a-
much
I'm not a
about
breeder,
that.
yeah, so
yeah, that's kind of
not my world. Nothing I was ever interested in. But I'm also not for people breeding unless they really understand breeding, like
Yeah.
health testing the parents, which is very expensive. You know, you have to get their hips checked, x-rayed, all that stuff. It's just not like, oh, my dog looks good, let me breed him to make a quick buck. I see that way too much.
Yeah.
You know, way too much.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna breed a dog, make sure you really know what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's very expensive too. Everybody thinks it's like very profitable, but
Right.
if you do it properly, it's not like
Because-
you're getting rich unless you're just a crappy breeder and like.
I was gonna say, what do you think makes someone want to go into breeding? Like, do you think
A lot of times
it's
money.
money,
Yeah,
right?
money, yeah.
Because I
The
feel like
people think it's an easy, quick.
it's an easy
okay,
cash grab, right?
Yeah. So they just have a litter of puppies and they get rid of them and
Right.
not test them, not
Not
do anything.
do all the upfront
Yeah, and
money that you
so
put
then
into
so then
puppies.
then they're banking a ton of money for.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. To be a breeder, I would think would actually be very expensive if you're doing it well.
It is.
Yeah. When can I expect my Cane Corso to outgrow the puppy phase and be a bit calmer in the house? Kirsten Frazaby.
Puppy stage, 1.5 to 2. Bruce is 1.5. He's 2.5, still puppy. Calmer,
Definitely calmer though.
5 or like calmer like an adult, 5-ish.
There was like a definite change
4.
with JJ where he wasn't doing like the zoomies at nighttime anymore.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff calmed down,
Yeah.
and he kind of got into more of a routine with us. When would you say
He
that
never
was?
did that in the house really. Like we were very like we don't let the dogs run around the house. Like we just don't let them do that.
No, but you know,
know?
what I actually
Outside's a different
What I
story.
meant by that is more so when I was still working and I'd come home at night, he would have napped all day because he's a puppy, and then I'd get home and he
He'd be
would
full
have
of
that.
energy, yeah.
He'd have that full like burst of energy, and it wouldn't go long, but he would have that burst of energy, and that kind of fizzled
Well, how
out.
old is their dog?
She didn't say.
Okay, yeah.
She didn't say.
So like you're talking like tons of different stages through puppyhood.
Yeah, and it probably also depends on the dog's personality too,
Yep,
right?
yep.
I liked this question from Crazy Cats. Worst places I find are dog parks for bad behavior. We learned
Yes.
quickly. What's your view?
I don't go to dog parks really.
That's
And
why I
I've
wanted
had
you
like
to
2
answer
videos.
that.
I have 2 videos saying I don't like dog parks. I don't go to them. And we went to like 2 just because like we wanted to go to this spot where the dog could go swim.
Right.
A dog jumped on Bruce and Bruce didn't appreciate it. And the other one was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one was fine. But you don't know what you're gonna get at a dog park. You
Right.
say it's like, oh, that's why it's like I'm not gonna risk it.
To that point, Barkley and Brooklyn say, yeah, I walk off leash, but I avoid parks and dog parks. We get a lot of exercise in the woods.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah,
try to do
perfect.
the same
Yep.
too. Like we try to go to areas, you try to find areas that are safe, that you feel comfortable going off leash, that not other dogs are going to be around, or you're able to kind of visually see it
Yep.
beforehand so you can do something about it.
Jay just got his head down. I should pick this up a little bit.
Yeah.
I can see Bruce better if I pick it up. now.
Yeah, Bruce is all tucked in back there, all cute. Oh, her dog's a year old, Jason. Kirsten says,
Oh, okay.
who was asking about when they would calm down.
Like if you're looking
A bit calmer in the house.
about 6 months, a little bit, but about 3-ish when they're like more.
Yeah, 1.5 seems to be that age where things nicely level out.
Yeah.
Asa Mayo, I'm nervous socializing because of fear aggression.
So your dog is scared, so they're aggressive. You need to work with strangers and like make it all positive, like give them treats, that type of thing.
Yeah.
But I mean, if your dog's like an adult,
Yeah, that's
then
true.
I wouldn't be doing that because
might just be-
now you're just risking somebody getting bit. So
So-
definitely work with someone in person. If your dog's an adult doing that, just find somebody in person to work with, like a trainer that can help you like in person, in real time,
Yeah.
actually with you.
I'm just trying to see if there's other questions we missed. Vanna XOXO, I have a 6-month-old Corso and we have all the basics down. What should we start working on next? Just continue training and socialization. Love your videos.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
So Vanna XOXO says, I have a 6-month-old Corso. We have all the basics down. What should we start working on next? Just continue training and socialization
Yeah.
and love your videos.
Yeah, just keep doing what you're doing if it's working. If it's not working, obviously change up what you're doing. But if it sounds like it's working, so just keep doing that and, work on recall, work on longer stays.
And if things are going pretty well with training too, I would say think about maybe any new experiences that
Keep on socializing.
you haven't been able to do
socializing.
yet. Yeah, with socialization, like not just meeting new people, but like
How's our mic sound? Because it's pointed towards the windows.
did it move?
Yeah.
Okay. But any like different experiences, I know for Jason and I with both Bruce and Justice living in New York and just the seasonality of where we live, 6 months in brought different weather, brought different experiences. We're like, let's bring the dogs to my parents' house. Let's try them on a boat for a first time. Let's take them to a parade. Let's just any different experience.
And then just doing like little like drills with them, like sit down,
And the drills,
stay. It's not
yeah.
even like like people think like a lot of times you have to be formally train your dog.
Socialization
It's
has to
like
be-
no,
yeah.
just sit down, dude, and
right,
just chill.
Right, just observe.
Just stay.
That's
just
kind
chill.
of what we did when we brought Bruce
Yeah.
to the 4th of July parade at my parents' house.
Just
We
let 'em watch.
we literally stood outside. We all stood in my parents' driveway. The parade came by, and we just kind of let Bruce observe it all,
Mm-hmm.
And I think we did so much with Bruce. I mean, with Justice too, but I'm just going back to
'Cause he's
Bruce
the
because he's
first.
older. We did so much with him, and I think that speaks to his confidence level in
Mm-hmm.
any situation. He's just so confident because I think we did so well by him to make sure he was just put in
Remember his
so
first boat
many-
ride?
His first boat ride?
Your parents?
Oh my
I have
God,
a video.
so cute.
Connie Corso's first boat ride. If you're interested, Bruce has his life vest on. He wasn't even freaked out. I was worried he was
He
gonna be freaked
wasn't.
out.
No, he was pretty chill.
I thought I'm like he could be freaked out because the boat's remember it's rocking.
Yeah, it was
and then
pontoon.
like just stepping on it has that weird hollow sound, like
Yes.
compared like a hardwood floor, for example, is like solid.
Yeah,
you can tell it's
different
not
surface.
solid.
We should do that with JJ this summer. Yeah. I wonder how he'd respond to it. He'd probably just dive off, man. This dog loves the water so much.
I've never seen a dog like water.
I haven't either. It's like, see you later. I could see him just diving in that water.
Puddles that don't. What was it? In October, he went swimming in Green Lakes. It was 42 out. He didn't want to. He just wanted to keep running in
That's
there.
right.
Like it's 42 out, bro.
Well, it was
42.
what? February or March when I was walking and we had a bunch of rain and snow
Oh,
that melted.
You just bathed him.
And there was a huge
You
ditch
just bathed him
along
the
the
night
canal,
before.
and he saw that when because I walk him
a
off
mud
leash,
ditch.
and he was
a
like,
mud ditch.
he was like, I'm going swimming. Not only did he want to run through it, but he kept shoving his head into it, like doing that thing where he just shoves his head down, and then he's like,
You're
loves
like the
it.
girl in the water fling your hair up.
Basically, that was him. He was having his Pam Anderson moment, like right there in the mud
His
ditch.
Baywatch moment?
And I stood there and I'm like, no, like slow-mo, no. And at that point, I'm like, the damage is done. Like, he's all muddy. I might as well just let him have fun. So after I recalled him, I was like, screw it, go have fun.
Live
And
your best
sure
life.
as shit, he runs right
Runs
back,
back in there.
right back into that ditch. So,
That's
anyways,
amazing.
I'm like, well, he might as well. He might as well get his money's worth out of that ditch, Okay, Manic Panic. I like this question. Hypothetically, if the Cane Corso breed never existed,
I probably would have had
what's
Nikita.
your next favorite breed of dog?
I probably would have gotten Nikita because I had Nikita before.
Yep.
Because we were thinking about Nikita, but just the hair. Like when they blow their coat, it's like relentless.
Oh, yeah.
Relentless.
But man, the way they keep that coat so clean and shiny, or was that just Shadow taking?
No, that's how they are. They're like cats.
Yeah.
They just lick themselves clean.
Like we would take Shadow walking through mud like that, and white paws. 5 minutes later, he'd be all white again. Yeah. I'm like, how did you do
Plus
that?
they have like a dual coat, so and like you're not supposed to like bathe the Akitas that much, like once or twice a year max.
Damn, we should have gotten Akita.
the water just comes off. And there's so much more grooming though.
Yeah.
So much more combing.
And would you say they prefer being outdoors?
Yeah.
Or does not necessarily?
He was an outdoor dog, but
Shadow loved being outdoors.
he hated being indoors. But he was, raised outdoors, so that's why he didn't like it indoors.
Yeah.
Too hot for him. He'd sleep in the snow. We had like a pen for him. He always refused to go in this like nice warm pen with all this straw and hay to keep him warm. It was all like boarded up, so the wind wouldn't come in there. We find him out sleeping in the snowbank.
Yeah.
Like, okay, dude.
Right.
Whatever you want.
Whatever makes you happy.
He'd be literally covered in snow in the morning.
That's
I'm like,
super
I'm
cute.
I'm
I
good.
never saw
He
him
lived
like
to be
that.
13. And he was
That's a
never
good
sick.
age.
I swear,
No.
like outdoor dogs, they're just healthier.
That's
Because they're just breathing
interesting.
the fresh air.
I wonder if there's any research on
I
that.
don't know. That's what my dad always said. He's like, you think about it. He's outdoors. He's not breathing. He's not breathing the
Right.
stale air. He's breathing all this fresh air.
That dog had a prey drive, huh?
Oh my God, yeah. He'd kill everything.
What animals?
But we never
did-
tried. Like, I never
Yeah.
cared. It's like,
Yeah.
it's like it wasn't like these guys where you bring him around. He was super socialized.
Right.
We socialized him with people, but animals, yeah, he'd just eat animals.
Yeah.
Animals came in the yard. They basically never left.
Okay. Okay, buddy.
Justice, stop. Justice, stop.
Dude, Crazy Cats. Is Bruce fully recovered from his med reaction? Your Corsos are beautiful, and you are the perfect ambassadors for large breed dogs.
I definitely say he would. Thank you. I'd say totally.
Yeah, I think so too. Kia Bia, my pup is on flea and tick meds. We went to the park for the first time the other day, and after 5 minutes of being there, I found a tick on her. Do y'all come across those? And if so, is it a worry? Yeah, we come across a lot of ticks where we live.
Yeah.
We live in an area. I mean, we're in New York State, but we live in a kind of like a farmland area with a lot of tall grass, which is where a lot of ticks are. A lot of deer where we are as well. So where we walk them, there's ticks everywhere. I mean, I haven't seen as many yet this year, but they are coming out. And last summer there was tons. So we do a lot of.
And I possibly have a tick bite on me.
And Jason possibly is currently suffering from acute tick-borne illness, in addition to chronic
I
Lyme.
should show him. I should just pull it up this way. This has been here for like over a month now.
Bruce is dreaming hard back there.
You see it?
Let me see, Dad.
It's like that bullseye rash. So
Yeah, actually, it does look like it's coming down a bit, though.
I start antibiotics today. I started them.
Yeah. But do you all come across those, and if so, is it a worry? So,
Like last summer, she picked 10 off of him. They weren't embedded, they were loose.
Yeah.
6 off of Bruce and 1 off herself after 1 walk.
not long ago, we did a full video on everything we're doing right now
Yep.
for tick prevention for these guys.
You
so,
can easily find it in the channel. It's one of
Yeah.
the newer videos.
Yeah.
Oh, he sees a bird. See his
Jason
prey
and
drive?
Kara, would you have 2 female Cane Corsos?
I wouldn't even have 1 female dog.
No, they seem cuckoo.
I've never had a female dog, just not. I've always just liked male dogs. Always gonna have male dogs. Do I crate my dogs at night? No, we stopped both. Both dogs started free roaming at 17 months old.
Yeah.
I have a crate. Bruce likes to go in there sometimes and just sleep.
He does at night.
He'll scratch the bed for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Do any of your dogs do that, where they're scratching to find their good cozy spot?
And then he'll just chill in there sometimes. So we always have a crate, which we got rid of completely until
Yeah.
we got Justice. And then Bruce kept just going in the crate
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Bruce, he's in the crate.
Yep. I guess we're not
So
getting
I'm
rid
like,
of that
no, I
crate.
couldn't get rid of it then because I felt bad. So yeah, there's one in my office set up. I have the Impact dog crate with a big Barker orthopedic bed in there.
Yes.
And so it's like this nice little cozy nook for
It
Bruce.
is.
And the Impact dog crates, I have the collapsible one, but instead of being a wire crate, it's like solid metal with like holes, so you can see out it and everything. So it just makes it more private for the dog. The dog's
Yes.
like, it's very nice.
Yeah, Bruce has like a few different.
Link in description for those too.
Bruce has like a few different sleeping spots at night. I mean,
There's one.
they both do, but yeah, if he's on the couch, he rotates through, and I know because sometimes
down there or down here?
I'm staying up later, like watching TV, and I can tell he'll get like annoyed that I'm watching TV still and the lights
trying to
are on.
sleep.
So he'll bury his head behind a
Or do
pillow.
you start talking to him like me? I'm sleeping on the
No.
couch. She's like, starts talking to me. I'm like, I'm sleeping.
I get chatty at night. I have a lot to say.
I'm like, stop talking. I'm trying to sleep.
So he'll bury his head, or if he gets hot, he'll lay in front of the TV, or he'll go outside and we have a couch on the deck. He'll scratch at that couch, lay out there, and then sometimes when I force him to come back inside because I'm nervous I'm gonna forget him out there, he'll come in, and that's usually his go-to spot is the crate in the office when he's like, no, I want a cool private spot.
Plus the big Barker bed in there is the Cocoa one, the cooling bed.
It's cooling. That's why I was saying that. Like when he wants to be cooled down, like that's usually his hierarchy of like where he goes to sleep. JJ is a little more like he likes kind of staying in his set spots.
Yeah.
He doesn't go too far around. Let's see. Justina asks how our Airbnb is going, business going.
It's going good.
It's beautiful there.
Booking up easy.
It's kind of like out of sight, out of mind, you know? Like when people ask me, I'm like, oh yeah, forgot about that. Because we don't have to do too much
Because we
with
don't
it.
manage it. We did have to just put it in a hot tub, which sucks because the other one died. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, we're working through that right now.
I was getting sick of having it repaired. I'm like, I'm just going to buy a new one.
Well, yeah, and even our property management group was like, they're really good about helping us with.
They even contact everybody, get us the quotes.
Get us the quotes and kind of steer
That's
us.
why it's like, oh yeah, you know, like
Yeah.
unless it's like something big like that, we don't really hear from them too much about like the issues or stuff.
Yeah. Like we want to go back up and stay soon, but then it's so new, and we're really trying to figure out like the first year of how it's doing, and if we're staying there, we're not making money. Like if we're staying there, no one else can stay there, so we're kind of just, you know, trying to let it book up versus us.
Up's taking like a week or something.
Yeah, because we initially wanted to go for your birthday, and then for whatever reason, that week booked out early.
Yep.
Like the week of your birthday
Which
was
is
like gone
May.
2 months ago. Jason's birthday is right around the corner. It's
It
Taurus
is.
season.
Yep. Any Tauruses in here?
I'm drawn to that Taurus energy, that Taurus stubbornness.
5 months to Halloween.
Are we 5 months till Halloween? No.
5 months.
Almost. Next month. End of next month.
We go to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios every year. Excited.
I know. Me too.
Last year was awesome.
Last year was so much
good.
fun.
Last year was super, super good. We did so much socializing last year.
We did.
We
But
met
it was
up-
like, we also didn't, you didn't kill yourself.
Met up with Rose,
Amanda,
and Connor.
Connor, and
Heidi
then
and
Heidi
Christian.
and Christian.
Yeah, we met up with like a lot of people.
It was fun.
Ton of fun.
I love Halloween Horror Nights. Okay. Let's see. Hate dogs, love you. You know you're like doing good if people don't even like dogs, but they like the channel. You know?
We are doing good, Tommy Bites.
I am struggling with one of my puppy's ears. Weak cartilage.
Don't know what to tell you on that.
Is that like how, do you mean
No.
with them standing or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, you just, if they're not standing, we just massage their ears.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jason, I appreciate you commenting on my girl snoring video.
Aww.
TJ's new life.
We love the snoring videos. Look how cozy Bruce is back there. I can't stop staring
He's so
at
tired
him.
today.
I
They went to the gym with us. Go to my Instagram
Well,
story
tell him
right
what
now.
you did with him yesterday. Did you already say that?
I went on a 3-mile walk
Nearly a
with him.
3-mile walk. Like a good pace too, right?
Yeah, I was walking over 3 miles an hour
Yeah.
easy. So
And
I
he's
could
up.
finish it quick. Did you got to check out things? Just say hi to your people?
Look at them all in there, JJ. They're here for you, bro.
He's reading comments right now, guys.
I got to power
Camera's
up
up
with
there.
a star patch. It's the power up spot.
He's always so warm. He's always panting.
He's the hottest dog.
He
This
is
breed
hot.
runs hot, right? But he's hot.
Not necessarily.
No, these two are like heat. They're like hot boxes. What's up, Bruce? Do we wake you? I'm sorry,
He's
buddy.
like, you're making too much. Bruce will give you the eyes if you're making too much noise.
Oh, I'm sorry,
He's
buddy.
tired. Tired, buddy?
Yeah, those are real tired eyes.
Yeah.
I can't even look at him. It's going to put me to sleep.
Bruce is laying low today. He went to the gym with us. Go to my Instagram, Jason Corey 4-1, and go to my stories, and you will see them at the gym.
Oh, it's funny. Don Adams, have your dogs been around cats? Yes, they have.
Actually, yeah, there's a
A gym cat? And that is so funny.
Should I put it on my Instagram story? Share it to my Instagram story?
Yeah.
Okay, go to my Instagram
That's
story, guys.
hilarious.
Add the story. That's amazing.
So there's a cat at the gym, but prior to the gym cat story, the doggy daycare that we've taken both of them to, we don't anymore, but they have cats, excuse me, they have cats there. And it's always so funny because anytime like Bruce would see the cats, he would kind of go out of his way. It's like Bruce knows cats are in charge. He's like, cats are the boss of
And
me.
Justice wants to meet Butch the cat
He
at the gym
does
so
bad.
I have a video, Cane Corso Reactivity with a cat.
Back down.
Working with Justice and the cat. So check that out. I'll tell you what it's called. That way you can search it and easily find it.
You guys see how cute Bruce is back there? He's literally
This is
just like,
called
oh, handsome. You're so handsome.
Cat.
Let me give him love for a second.
Okay, you give him love. I'm trying to
Yeah.
find this.
You're such a good boy. I know.
Let me see if I can find it. Okay, it's called Cane Corso Reactivity Training with Cats. Put it up last year. Wait, no, that was a live I did. I have another one. What is it called? That's not it. Don't go to that one.
Don't go to that one.
Justice, leave it. Justice. He didn't listen.
I wish the
Drop.
guy seen the way he just slowly took that off the
Leave
table,
it.
though.
He went just
He
leave it.
literally just slowly took it off the table.
Like nobody was looking. Like he was in trouble.
He heard you say leave it too.
He
He's
totally
like,
heard me.
He's like, I'm gonna act like I didn't hear it and see if I get away with it.
He's crying because he wants it.
Don't be like that, bro.
Okay.
Bruce is just
Cane
snuggled
Corso
up.
Reactivity. It's
Oh, I
that
could
top
read
video
questions
right
from
there.
back here.
And there's a cat on that table right there. No, you can't have it. Kisses don't matter. I don't care if you kiss me. No, you still can't have it.
Irene Delport, hey there, love your show. I'm from South Africa. Just started my fur babies on raw food diet. How do you work out the weight ratio to feed them properly? So far, they thrive on this diet.
Zar, hi there, love your show. I'm from South Africa. Just started my fur babies on a raw food diet. How do you work out the weight ratio to feed them properly? So far, they thrive on this diet.
That's the one I just read to you, babe.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it helps to read it yourself.
Thank you for the donation, by the way. Thank you very much. How old is your dog? You said, like, how old is your puppy? Because the ratios are different. When they're an adult, it's basically, well, when they're growing. So we started feeding Bruce a raw diet. Justice was on a raw diet his whole life since before we got him. We got him at 7.5 weeks old. Bruce was 8 months.
Yeah.
Bruce is 8 months. So at that point, we were feeding him 3 to 5% of his ideal adult body weight. And what's your ideal dog's body weight? Every dog's different. I literally said Bruce is probably going to be 150 pounds. He's 155. Like I said this like the first week we had him. Because dad was 140. He was a little bit bigger than his dad, and just his bone structure. I said Justice is probably going to be 140. He's like 138 now. Not full grown.
1.5 years old.
Oh yeah, so like 3 to 5% of their body weight, and we feed them a barf diet, or not a barf diet, a Franken-Prey diet, so like the Prey model diet. So now Bruce is a little bit different now because his medical condition, but we're giving Bruce like 3 to 5% his ideal body weight, and typically 5% because he is a dog that needs a lot of calories, even to this age.
High metabolism.
He has a super high metabolism. Bruce needs a ton of calories. Where JJ's more so around the 3% mark, right? I'd say.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
You know, our holistic vet, when they redid Bruce's diet, because he has cysteine stones, and cysteine stones are genetic. So it's like now we have to cook his food because it reduces cysteine in the food. We still give him his organs raw, and we still give him raw meat too. She was way underfeeding him and really not realizing how many calories he needed. She had him in like 3,000 calories. I'm like, he needs like 5.
Yeah.
So he lost like 10 pounds and looked like crap. I'm like, so she's like, oh, so obviously every dog's different. So at that age, just start with 3 to 5% their body weight and just really monitor their weight. You know, a year and a half, your dog's still growing. So just make sure they're not like looking too skinny. You don't want your dog to grow too fast either. That's bad. But if they're getting too skinny, you'll know it. Hope that in a long-winded answer explains it. It's just hard because everything's so different. Like he's way different than him.
Yeah.
On like their metabolism needs
Right.
and stuff. You know, just kind of use your best judgment, be smart about it.
Did you mention your raw feeding guide?
I do have a raw feeding online course, which is linked in the description box. Save 10% using code Jason. And that teaches you how to transition your dog to raw at any age, what to feed them for a prey model diet or Frank and Prey.
The Tank and Diesel show. Corso problems. He puts snoring, drooling, and gas. Bruce farted so bad at the gym today, and I always feel a need to, when we're talking to a random stranger, to be like, just so you know, my dog just farted. And usually Jason's like, sure, Kara, but there's a distinct difference between a raw fed dog fart versus a human fart. It needs to be said. Okay, anyways. And someone else had asked what we feed our Connic Corsos. Mei Ling did, which, I mean, you kind of just talked about it with raw
diet.
feeding.
The hard thing about raw feeding, and I'm sure you'll agree with this, what's the hardest thing to find?
The organs?
Organs. Like, other than like liver in the store,
Yeah.
like it's hard to find organs.
And they love the organs. Like,
Yeah,
you can tell
they
they
gravitate to
require
'em.
it.
And especially, so there's all, I'm not trying to plug everything, but everything I'm associated with, I literally back and use. That's why I'm like, it's in the description box if you're looking for it. So I'm an affiliate with Buck Wild Bison. And so I get a lot of bison meat from them, a lot of organ meat from them. Also muscle meat, like heart for humans is an organ. It's an organ for a dog, but when you're feeding them, it's counted as muscle meat. And they eat the bison meat like way better than any other
yeah.
meat. They actually just started making a ground formula. Like, no, if you can buy pre-made raw, sometimes it's ground with all the right proportions, like your muscle, your organ, your bone. These guys would never eat any of that ever. They hated it. So Shane, the owner, said, "Oh, I just started making this. I'll send you some." I'm like, just to let you know, dude, they're not gonna probably eat it. And they ate it up. I was
They
so
did.
surprised they ate it
Yeah.
up. And it's that just goes to show like source on your, just how you and I eat, right? Like source, like where you're sourcing your food matters. Are you eating farm raised fish? Not good, versus wild caught fish, really good, right?
Yeah.
It's the same for dogs. And I feel like they can just smell it. They can just smell the
can.
difference in that grass fed like bison versus like factory raised beef.
I remember when we
essentially.
were doing.
And we still give our dogs like the grocery store
We
stuff
have
too.
to, yeah. But I
Um,
remember the first time when for a while, we were getting stuff just sourced from a farm, but you know, she couldn't keep
Before
up with
COVID,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, so when she couldn't keep up with that demand, so at that time it was just Bruce, I think,
Yep.
right? And he was so used to it.
We just got
Remember
Justice.
that like first switch to just going to grocery
Bruce
store?
is like,
Bruce is like, what is this peasant food? Like,
Yep. Because we're
what
feeding
is
them all like
this?
farm fresh organic food.
Yeah. So
COVID hit
different.
and her prices, like she had like more than double the prices.
Yeah.
So we just couldn't afford it. So yeah. Gotta love the economy.
KFC.
Don't get me started.
KFC asked.
No, I really want to start a UFO paranormal channel just for
Oh,
myself.
maybe your people would like that.
I don't
JJ
think-
obliges.
I don't think so. I don't think they're into it. But I love UFOs. And aliens.
KFC
And
wants to
paranormal.
know, just curious, do you know any differences between the female and male Corsos?
I mean, just like any other dog, like size, male's gonna be bigger. If you have a male and female, female's usually gonna be the boss. I would just talk to some of the female Corso and the male. They'll be your best bet. I don't like speaking on non-real world experience.
Sorry, I was giggling going back to Corso gas because Tang and Diesel show rope burns your lungs. Then Jonathan Tweedy said, my Corso is the worst gas ever.
We have a really creepy dude in here.
We do?
Moochie. I'm gonna block Moochie.
Ew.
Moochie, you need to get out of your mom's basement. Nobody likes you.
Do it, UFOs.
Hold on, give me a second. I actually gotta switch accounts. Switch account.
I can block him.
Block Moochie, because he's...
I just blocked him.
Oh, did you? Cool.
Yep. Sorry, I'm in here.
Gotta
too.
love people who are just like... I bet you it's like just some like child in their mom's basement.
Probably. Make Claus. Hi, I'm from Germany. I love your videos. Sadly, I have no room and time for dogs. Your dogs are great. Question: are you ever afraid with two such powerful dogs? How do you make them so controlled?
A lot of work with them. I'm never afraid of them. Because we're the boss. We are in charge. Always in charge.
I was afraid to get this breed with the misconception that, well, these dogs are just ignorantly thinking these dogs are just gonna be mean, they're gonna attack someone, if someone comes in the house, they're gonna eat them. All these lies that were fed to me from other people that I was believing. So it was like demonizing the breed and fear-mongering of this breed. And the reality is, yes, this breed can do a ton of damage. We know this, but in a way it's been a blessing because I don't think it should have taken this breed for me to take dog leadership so seriously, but owning this breed has made me the best dog leader. Even if I owned a Chihuahua, I feel like I would be the best dog leader to that Chihuahua. That
Like Chris with his dog?
Yeah.
Chris specifically is so good with his Chihuahua?
Exactly.
It's like, wait, your Chihuahua is not a jerk? Wow.
Right.
You never see that because people don't train their dogs.
A lot of it, I mean, there's obviously a lot you can't control with temperament and all those other uncontrollable things, but there's a lot that we can control that a lot of people don't control.
Exactly.
When they get a dog.
Very well said. That couldn't have been said better. That's very well said. Because yeah, the Chihuahua is going to be like, you know, they're like a more yippy dog.
Yeah.
They're more snappy, you know.
But just speaking for me as a smaller female, do I feel like worried ever? I honestly don't, and I will take these two by myself. And look, I'll be honest, if there's a day where I think maybe one of them is off, or like if their energy isn't aligning, I'm not going to have them meet another dog, for instance. Will we walk by other dogs? Of course, but I'm not going to be like, hey, let's stop and meet and socialize. That doesn't always have to be the name of the game.
I never do that anyways. It's like, I don't
Yeah.
like dogs meeting on leash for one.
Yeah.
Two, I don't know your dog.
Right.
It's like my dog doesn't need to meet your dog.
I don't know how you are with your dog.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna just trust some random stranger to meet my
Correct.
dog. It's just way too much. I'm like, yeah,
It's
sorry.
a
No.
lot. So, I mean, and there are times that I will specifically avoid meeting other people. If I'm walking down the street and there's someone with their dog, I may cross over just so it's something I can eliminate and keep the dogs focused and so we can stay on task and go for a
And
walk.
there's nothing wrong with that.
But it's not because I'm worried that there's going to be some type of aggressive situation. It's more so
I
just
thought you said you muted him.
sometimes I don't want to just even be in that situation. I just want to take my dogs for a walk and not stop 17 times. But no, I mean, the fact that we bring them to the gym a lot and they're on leash, but they're usually just sitting next to us on a sit, on a stay. New people come in all the time, and eyes are always on the dogs. I never lose sight of the power that they have and what could be done, but we have trained them so well that they aim to please us, right? So it's more important to them, even if they are interested in a new person that walks in or a cat that walks by, their job is to listen and obey what Jason and I tell them to do. That's what makes them feel good, is doing that job and doing it well and doing it correctly. So, no.
You did not block that person. I did. I did.
Oh, does it just block them from me then?
You, I don't. No, probably.
Because it said I blocked them.
See, I just did it. See at the bottom.
Yeah.
I didn't think you're a moderator on my channel. You probably don't have the ability to.
Said Kara's mic is cutting in and out. Is it?
Anybody else hearing Kara's mic screw up, or is she good?
It's good on you, Jay.
See, I like her shirt too. I told her earlier. I don't know if you saw it. It matches her eyes really well.
I want to get another one. These just dropped today. The ghost. Hey,
Oh, those came out today too?
Yeah, there's the other ones too that have the graphic on the
Yeah,
back.
that sounds really cool.
That are really
Also
cool.
in the back or front?
There's ones that have a big graphic on the back. Yeah, I like those. Static, it's cutting. Choppy mic.
Is it plugged in proper?
Bruce is laying on it, so let me see. Let me just pull it out, guys. That's what she said. Let me know if it's still cutting in and out. I'm just gonna hold it like this and let me know. I wonder if it was just hitting against my shirt.
Anyways, we're pretty much almost done, right?
Yeah.
You got to go run. Bruce is snoring.
I'm gonna put it next to Bruce so you can hear him when he snores again. Watch, he won't snore now.
Ain't gonna do it now.
You
See
know
ya.
Bruce is extra tired. You guys can see him. He's basically got his feet in his mouth. That's, I don't know why, but that is 100% when he is dead tired is when the feet are in his mouth. When they're all tucked in and close to his mouth. He's locked in, he's protected.
And there's JJ.
He's taking the afternoon off.
JJ's like taking up the entire like L of the couch.
Which, happy 420, by the way, guys, for
Happy
anyone that
420.
celebrates.
We gotta take advantage of any sales today.
I know it, right?
Go to the dispensary. Oh, look it up quick. Flintstone. You gotta talk while I look this up. 70.
I'm putting the mic by Bruce's mouth. We're now moving into the ASMR version of this live. Please enjoy Bruce's snoring.
It doesn't say it online.
Jorge Rodrigo, raw diet does not mean wet poop. Should mean kind of the opposite, to be honest.
should
if you're
definitely mean
feeding
the
them the
opposite.
right ratios.
Yeah, should definitely mean the opposite. But poop is
Oh my gosh.
a dietary change, probably.
Renati Love, I never knew Cane Corso snores. Oh my goodness, they snore so much. Bruce snores more than JJ, I would say. It also depends on how they're laying and how deep they're
Sometimes,
sleeping.
like every now and then, I'm like, I gotta go to bed. It's annoying.
It's so, sometimes, dude, he's so loud, there's no way you're getting tired
Not
out
always.
here.
Usually, it's very
Not
comforting
always.
and nice.
It's rare.
But sometimes it's just like ridiculous, and I'm trying to get tired. I'm like, I
Yeah.
can't get tired.
And a lot of times, JJ isn't as much of a snorer as Bruce is, but sometimes they'll go in tandem, like one snores and then the other does. I find a lot of comfort in it. Bruce is a beautiful, sleepy bat dog. He is.
No, I don't think Flintstones have any sales. I don't have anything
No?
posted about
What
it.
about the place by Turning Stone?
I'll look that up too.
Rich Osteen, we got our Corso because of Bruce. A lot of work, but we were prepared because of your videos.
Yeah, I forgot to ask Joel if like people
Oh, that's right.
wouldn't bring us Corso
If they have heard.
if they ever mentioned Bruce. Because he was like Bruce is like famous.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing yes.
Yeah. I would think so if he's saying that.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg loves this day. Yes, he does.
So
Snoop
does
Dogg probably invented
So
this
does
day.
Martha Stewart.
Yes. What's the name?
Sometimes I tell Soul stop snoring.
There?
Yeah,
I'm trying to
sometimes,
see if there's any sales around here, guys, to save some
sometimes
money.
like we actually not necessarily wake Bruce up, but we kind of like, come on, bro, like take it down a notch.
What's it called by Turning Stone? Verona Collective?
There you go.
Come on. Everything's so expensive. It's like anything to save $1 nowadays.
Did they go on a walk this morning? These boys are tired. They didn't go on a walk this morning, but Jason took them on 2 walks yesterday, like one longer walk in the morning. And then it was kind of different because it was nighttime. I went downstairs to do some cardio and Jason took them for a nighttime walk after they had ate dinner, which is not their routine. So anytime you switch up their routine, they do tend to get more exhausted from that. And then this morning we brought them to the gym, and first thing when we walked in, we talked to a guy that knows the dogs, Nick, and then this other guy, Rob, we met, who has an 11-month-old Corso. And so we got talking to him for probably, 30, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
And both dogs just loved him.
They just laid at his feet.
Bruce leaned right into him, Justice, like they got to meet him and everything too. And then they also met another girl.
Yeah, Erica.
Erica, was she the one that wrote the book?
Yep.
And used your channel?
She researched, like, a girl came in the gym today and she's like, you have a YouTube. And she saw the dogs, and apparently she was researching the breed to write a book, and she used my channel to research it, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, so I, with all that in mind, with meeting 2 new people and just getting all that interaction, because sometimes at the gym, they don't necessarily meet and socialize with people. They're sometimes just sitting there and observing, which is still tiring for them. But so they got a lot of that this morning. So by the time we got home, and yeah, they were pretty poop. So much so Bruce was like, I don't need breakfast. I'm all set.
Yeah, he didn't eat. Justice ate 2/3.
Yeah.
Maybe a little less.
They wanted
than
to just
2/3.
go lay outside and take
wanted to be outside
advantage.
all day.
Am I itching you? You need a bath.
Both dogs
it's
need a
spa
bath.
day. They're a little behind on their bath schedule because the weather's been rainy, and I just didn't want to bathe them and then have them get all muddy. But we're gonna bathe the 2 of you tonight. It's
Yep.
we'll get you guys all shiny.
And Justina said she hates it when people snore, but loves dog snores. I'm the same. Same.
I love it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only time I don't love it, which is rare, is the times that he is like oddly loud.
Give him a good shot of Bruce. Look at those eyes.
Those sleepy eyes.
Those golden eyes. Bronze eyes.
He's got the most beautiful eyes, and JJ does too when he opens them.
And there's Bruce. Or Justice and Bruce. Well, I think that's probably it, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
You got to go run. So what she's going to do is, because I like to take them, I like to give them one-on-one attention. They still need the one-on-one like interaction with me and her. So I'll separate. Sometimes I'll walk Bruce, then I'll walk Justice. Like 2 separate long walks, just so they get that one-on-one time with me.
Mm-hmm.
I still take them on walks together too, but Bruce is tired today, and I really, because of his back issue, I really listen to his body and what he's telling me. So I'm going to take Justice on a walk alone without Bruce, and Bruce isn't getting a walk. So how we're going to do it so Bruce doesn't feel left out is Kara's going to go run in the basement on the treadmill. How many miles are you running?
I don't know yet.
She's running 6.
Okay.
Um,
Settled.
And Bruce is going to be downstairs with her, and I'm going to take Justice on probably a 3-mile walk while we do that. That way his young energetic buns get some exercise, and Bruce doesn't overdo it, because he's, like I said, this is the most sore I've seen him in days. I took him on a 3-mile walk
Yeah.
last week. I think it was the double walk last night is what did it.
It's a lot for him.
Yep.
I think it was maybe too
He's
much.
been Bruce has been super active lately. I've
Yeah.
been super, because the weather's finally changing. So it's been much easier. It's not even like I get lazy not walking them in the winter. I can't walk them on the road. It's not safe at all in the wintertime. So the canal is the only option. If it's not plowed, it's, it can be icy and kind of sketchy to walk on too. So.
And also I wonder too just how the weather impacts his like joint recovery too, just like us as humans. Like we can get a little more achy
Yeah.
when it's rainy and damp out and stuff like that. So I think he really